Hello, everyone. Welcome to this first English conversation podcast by English4mastery. In today's podcast, you're going to learn very real English by real people. He's one of my favorite singers, and I'm pretty sure he's not just my favorite singer. Most of you probably know him and consider him as your favorite singer as well. First, we're going to listen to the conversation. After that, I'm going to talk about some difficult words or phrases by giving you explanations and some sample sentences on how to use them so that you can understand 100% and be able to use them in your daily life too. So let's get started, shall we?
Did God put you on this earth to do music, or did God put you on this earth to connect with people going through struggles that can learn from you? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I get you. I think that my platform gives me the opportunity to do that. My love and my passion is people, and that's where my music comes, is because I'm able to give them something special, whether they're going through whatever they're going through. I think the connection comes through my music and helping them through my music. I don't know if necessarily I'm meant to be a public speaker or someone who's, I think what my platform is come to my show, feel the energy from my music, know that my music is positive and light and beautiful, and hopefully they can take something from that. Because I think that when it's almost like a religion in itself. When you're coming to a concert, you're leaving all your troubles behind. You're going to just be like completely enveloped in the music, and you have your hands up, and it's like you're just there and you're present. And I think that what's so beautiful about that is like everyone's connected, everyone's there and there for the right reasons, and that's why I love what I do.
Now, purpose is a powerful word, and I think it's a bold move to make it the title of your album.
Right.
Do you feel like you found your purpose, or are you still searching for it?
I think slowly but surely, but I think that finding your purpose is one of the most important things, and that's why I wanted to make the album Purpose, because everything that I put out so far, whether it's Never Say Never or Believe, it's all has something that's such a powerful word that you can take it however you want to take it and run with it, but it's powerful. And for a while I felt like I lost my purpose, and slowly but surely I'm figuring out where I belong and what my purpose is and what I need to do for the world and what I need to do for myself, and hopefully I just keep moving in that direction. And
over the last year, you've gone through some ups and downs, and we've all been sort of following it. And I will say that I have been very consistent.
I will have your back on this. I will have your back on this.
I had you because I could see nobody could understand, and I've seen artists in their 40s saying stuff like, look, this comes with celebrity, he should know. But those 40-year-olds never had to live in the kind of social media spotlight that you have to deal with.
Not even that, even just my life in general.
Yeah.
They don't have people following them and screaming every day for them. They never had a public image that was perfect, per se. Like when I started, they portrayed me as being this perfect kid that no one can really hold up to. And so I had all this pressure being this guy. And for a while I was just like, you know what, I'm not perfect. I have struggles, I have problems. And people can say, well, what problems do you have? You're a celebrity, you have millions of dollars, you're driving a Ferrari every day. But let me tell you, dude, once you get somewhere, you're gonna say, hey, I got this now. What's next? What else am I gonna get? Once you get something, you always, if you can, it's like when you get a new car. I remember when I got my Ferrari, dude, and I was showing everybody. It was so special to me. It's still very special to me, but it's a different special now. It's like, I love it, but it's like I'm not opening up the glove box and showing them the glove box. I'm showing them the glove box in my Ferrari. That's how happy I am.
Yeah.
And after a while, you just start. It's like, what's next? Now I want the new car, and it's not a selfish thing, but it's just human nature, I think. And once we can completely understand that, there was a quote Jim Carrey said. He said, "I wish everyone was famous so that no one would want to be famous."
You feel the same way right now?
I feel the same way. It's just because people think it's this amazing thing, and there's these pressures that no one can really understand of having to be on and having to, smile and make sure you're portrayed as a certain thing when you might be having a bad day. I might be on the toaster coming up at a show and just had a fight with my girlfriend, or I don't have a girlfriend, but, but per se, or something happens where my mom or something happens, and and I have to come up in that toaster, and I might be crying before the show or in a bad mood, and all of a sudden the toaster rises, and I have to just put on this complete different thing, and yeah, it can be, it's tough, but you know, I think that I'm made for this.
Isn't it a drug
Sure.
though? Like, isn't it kind of intoxicating? Like, if you ever think of your life now away from it, like, you must have had thoughts over the last year, because I saw one article saying you were feeling so depressed, you're in your hotel room, you're all by yourself. You must have at one point said, I'm just going to walk away from it. If the reality of that happened, do you think that the celebrity of this is so intoxicating you could really, really walk away from it?
I do, yeah. I think I just love music so much. And for me, it was about the music. And even through that terrible time in my life, I learned so much about my artistic, creative side. And I might have been in a weird place, but every night I was going to the studio. Every night I was working on what I loved. And it showed on this album. You know, I have another #1 single, and this was all hard work that I put in. I didn't go to all these super producers and say, hey, I need you guys to write me some smashes. I'm coming back. I literally worked on what I thought was unique to me and a unique sound to myself, and I ran with it, and people are gravitating toward that. And I think if I wouldn't have spent that time, if I would have, you know, stopped doing what I loved during that time and just listened to everybody, and because I stepped away from the spotlight, I stepped away from, you know, all this stuff, but what I did was I kind of just hid in the studio and just like grinded it out. And I found people that I love to work with, found people that I didn't like to work with, I found people that I vibed with, found people that it's really hard to really find someone who you can write with, has such an open mind and who doesn't try to steal your creativity, and you can really bounce off ideas with.
Okay, now it's time for difficult words. Our first word or phrase is going through struggles or go through struggles, which means to experience difficulties or challenges. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. Despite going through struggles in his career, he never gave up on his dreams. 2. The family went through many financial struggles, but they always supported each other. Let's look at our next word, platform. Well, platform can mean many different things, but in this context, platform likely refers to the artist's position, influence, or means of reaching and engaging with an audience. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. As a musician, my platform includes my social media channels, concerts, and interviews where I can connect with people and share my message. 2. Through my platform, I strive to inspire and uplift others, using my music and personal experiences to connect with those facing struggles and offer them support and encouragement. All right, passion. Passion refers to a strong and intense emotion, enthusiasm, or drive towards something one loves or cares deeply about. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. Her passion for photography fuels her dedication to capturing the beauty of the world around her. 2. His passion for education motivates him to constantly seek new ways to inspire and empower his students. Next word, bold move. A bold move is a decision or action that's daring or courageous, often involving risk or going against the norm. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. Standing up to the school bully was a bold move that earned Tom respect from his classmates. 2. Quitting her stable job to pursue her passion for painting was a bold move, but it paid off in the end when she became a successful artist. Next word, purpose. Purpose is the reason why something exists or why someone does something. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. The purpose of a flashlight is to provide light in the dark so you can see where you're going. 2. Sally's purpose in volunteering at the animal shelter is to help homeless pets find loving homes. Next one, the spotlight. The spotlight is a bright light that shines on someone or something to draw attention to it. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. When Sarah stepped onto the stage, the spotlight illuminated her, making her the center of attention. 2. The CEO was in the spotlight during the press conference as reporters asked him questions about the company's new product. Next, per se. Per se is a Latin term used to indicate that something is considered as it is, without considering other related factors. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. Eating fast food once in a while isn't unhealthy per se, but it can become a problem if it's a regular habit. 2. The movie wasn't bad per se, but it lacked the excitement and drama that I was expecting. Next one, pressure. Pressure is the force exerted on an object or person, often causing stress or tension. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. The pressure of the water from the hose was strong enough to knock over the flower pots. 2. Sarah felt pressure to perform well in her exams, so she studied diligently every night. Next word, glove box. The glove box in a Ferrari is a compartment usually located in the dashboard or console area, used for storing small items like documents, sunglasses, or gloves. 1. Tom kept his sunglasses and registration papers in the glove box of his Ferrari to keep them safe while driving. 2. Sarah found her favorite snacks in the glove box of her Ferrari when she was hungry on a road trip. Next word, portrayed. Portrayed means to depict or represent someone or something in a particular way, often through art, media, or description. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. In the movie, the actor portrayed a brave knight who fought against dragons and saved the kingdom. 2. The artist's painting portrayed a peaceful countryside scene with colorful flowers and rolling hills. Intoxicating refers to something that is very exciting or exhilarating, often to the point of feeling overwhelmed or intoxicated, similar to the effect of alcohol. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. The music at the concert was so intoxicating that Sarah couldn't help but dance all night long. 2. The smell of popcorn at the movie theater was intoxicating, making everyone eager to buy a bag. The artistic creative side. The artistic creative side refers to the imaginative and inventive aspect of a person's abilities or personality, often expressed through various forms of art or creativity. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. Emily's artistic creative side shines when she paints colorful landscapes and portraits. 2. Tom's artistic creative side comes out when he writes stories and poems filled with vivid descriptions and imaginative characters. Gravitate means to be drawn or attracted towards something, usually because it's appealing or interesting. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. Sarah tends to gravitate towards mystery novels because she enjoys solving puzzles and unraveling plot twists. 2. Tom always gravitates toward the dessert section at the buffet because he has a sweet tooth and loves trying different treats. Grinded it out means to persistently work hard or endure a difficult situation until it's resolved or completed. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. Despite facing many challenges, the team grinded it out and eventually won the championship. 2. Sarah grinded it out through years of studying and hard work to become a successful doctor. Next word, vibe with, means to have a good connection or compatibility with someone or something, usually in terms of energy, mood, or personality. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. I really vibe with her sense of humor. We always have a great time together. 2. The music at the party didn't vibe with the atmosphere, so we decided to change the playlist. Let's look at our last word. Bounce off means to share ideas or thoughts with someone in a casual conversation, often to get feedback or validation. Here are 2 sample sentences. 1. Whenever I have a new project idea, I like to bounce it off my colleagues to see what they think. 2. We often bounce off different movie recommendations to each other before deciding what to watch. Wow, that's a lot of words. Bye for now.